Welcome to the tailgate. Please pardon any background noise you might hear. I am wearing a lapel mic to try to minimize that, but I'm near an expressway and there's a delivery truck with a reefer trailer on it behind me, so it's kind of loud out here. So the Rhino laces didn't work out so well for my Belleville C312 ST steel-toed desert boots. So I put the Belleville stock laces back into the boots, and I've worn the boots 2 days so far. The laces are kind of short, so I'm really not too happy with that, but overall I can tie the boots tight enough to wear. I really wanted to try these boots with some different laces just to evaluate something else while wearing these boots. So yesterday at the Ellsworth Air Force Base PX, I picked up these BrigadeQM 550 cord laces in Coyote, 96 inches long. So these should be longer than the laces that came with the boots. Now, according to the manufacturer's website, these are made in the USA. I've never used this brand before, but I thought I would go ahead and try them out. And if they fit better than these Belleville laces as far as the length, I like longer laces on my boots, guys. If they fit better, then I'm going to continue to wear them for the duration of my test, my evaluation on these Belleville boots. All right, so I've laced up both boots. Right away, you can tell that the stock laces are a little bit darker. These are still within spec as far as I'm concerned for Coyote. They're not beige and they're not brown, like chocolate brown, like color of the wrapper, this chewy granola bar brown. They're within spec as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they blend with the boots pretty well, but you can see that they are a little bit lighter than the stock laces. They're definitely long enough for me to wrap them around the top twice when I lace them up. I've already tried on the right boot. So for the purposes of this test, they fit. So I've worn the boots 2 days so far. One day I did a little bit of driving. I crossed 4 state lines. And I went for a walk by the river, the Mississippi River. I went to a riverside park and did some walking on some paved sections of the park, and then I walked through some grassy fields and through a few rock and dirt kind of trails around the park area just to try out these incisor outsoles. I'm really interested to see how well these work. So far, they get good traction, but I really need to try them out in a more difficult kind of terrain. Now, yesterday, I was walking around Rapid City, South Dakota on sidewalks mostly. The only jogging I did in these boots was when I had to cross like a 4 or 5 lane road, so I didn't get run over. So I really haven't put these boots to the test just yet. But that's why I'm out here in Rapid City, South Dakota. You see, I thought, you know, what better place to try these out than in the Black Hills? So today I'm going to go hike a trail and just see how well these boots work. And for my first hike in these boots, I'm going to be wearing Grip 6 tactical socks. So these are their mid-weight sock. They've got a lightweight, a heavyweight, and a mid-weight, and these are the boot height or crew length socks. And I'm going to be wearing these with the boots today, giving Grip 6 another try. These are merino wool socks. They're made in America. They have a lifetime warranty. And they're in Coyote brown. They're padded at the top. They're padded in the toe. And here, let's get them out of the plastic or the cardboard sleeve there. And they're padded in the heel. So far, my initial impressions of the boots are that they're a little bit tighter than what I like up here at the top when I'm trying to put them on or take them off. It'd be nice if there was a little bit more give here. I like the padding and whatnot, but either some more give or maybe a loop in the back to help pull them on. But that's just something I'm going to have to get used to. Also, these are a different style speed lacer than what I'm used to, and they are a little bit more difficult to lace up and unlace the boots. Maybe these retain the laces a little bit better, but I really didn't have a problem with lace retention with the style of speed lacer that was on military boots since the early 90s. So I'm not really sure why they switched to this, but it is another thing that I get to try out and test on these boots to give you my overall impression of them after wearing them for a few months. Now, these are flyweight boots, which to me implies that they're a little bit more flexible, a little bit more like an athletic shoe, and that they're lighter weight. They don't feel lighter weight than the other steel-toe desert boots that I've worn, and they really don't feel much more flexible. Definitely not as flexible as those Thorogood Warfighters that were discontinued. Those have been the best steel-toe desert boots I've ever worn, and I'd love for those to come back. And not to knock Belleville either. I mean, they're my go-to brand, but so far I really haven't noticed any real difference between these and any of the other steel-toe desert boots that I've worn. So I really need to do some hiking to just see if there's anything that I might notice, might pick up on, or maybe I need to do some hiking to just maybe flex these a little bit more and help break them in.